Oh, yeah.
There we go.
No? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're back. We're back. Sorry about that, guys. But yes, I will say that I do not think that Olezka got to a point where he even said where he came from. He just kind of said, "We are cousins. I'm like you."
He did not say where he came from.
That's comforting. Yeah, that's totally not, ominous or suspicious. Like,
No,
at
he
all.
just said that he was cousins and he knew Louis.
I mean, we're all, we're all cousins. We're all brothers and sisters, like, in the eyes of nature, whatever. Okay, like that doesn't mean anything.
Either way, he upset me, so I broke a vanity over his head.
That doesn't sound like very Fitz like to you, but
you broke. Oh,
It was made of plastic.
what did he say to you? What?
It doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, it does matter because you don't do that. You don't say that. You don't what I mean, you don't get upset by what people say. I mean, I'm sure you do, but you act like you don't, and you broke a vanity over his, like, what? Do we have to worry about him, like, coming back and, like, breaking a vanity over your head? Like, what?
I mean, that's a good question. But Fitz, you can probably surmise that the fact that you blanked out and suddenly you were outside might indicate that Olezka might have known about the fire and not only made their exit a stealthy and hasty exit, but made your exit a stealthy and hasty exit to protect you.
I don't think that they are trying to harm me. I just got very upset.
Do you want to talk about why you got upset, or are you gonna bottle that up too?
He's gonna break a vanity over your head.
No, there's no more vanities to break, sucker. I chose a safe spot.
I don't...
Unless there are more vanities to break.
I think there's more than one.
I don't know, VW. Do you want to talk about how you nearly killed 2 kindred?
That was also an accident because I lost my temper because someone had been down talking me all day. I wasn't feeling great about the whole vampire thing already, and that was months ago. It's not going to happen again.
They told me things that upset me, and I got upset. Very, very upset. That is what happened. And then he took me out of this room rather quickly. Quite.
I know you don't want to know me. I know you don't really care about, me knowing you, but I mean, we're a coterie, and even if you don't see it, I see us as family. Maybe you don't see it, but baby Audie is your cousin, and I care about her, and I care about you as much as you seem to not care about anything. So I'm worried, Fitz.
That's nice of you to say.
Yeah.
But there are things that I cannot talk about.
vampire things or family things?
I'm sorry, kindred.
Shut
You hear
up!
from Jackson as he goes to bed.
Jackson walks by, like, shut the fuck up, Jackson!
Me things.
Oh, you things, okay. Okay. Because if it's family things, I can't find Gavin, and I can't find Audie. So I mean, I know you don't care, and I know you don't want to get involved, but I mean, at some point, I might need your help, and I know you want to find your brother too, and I mean, maybe I can maybe. I mean, I'm looking at a thing that might help me find Gavin or Audie, and that might work for your brother too. I don't know, but and if it's a vampire thing, I count it. If you are talking to the camera, if I'm not gonna assume that you are. I'm not saying you are, but if you are, you have to be safe, because it won't be you. It won't be just you who gets hurt. It's gonna be your boyfriend who's gonna get punished too. Okay, like I mean, because counted knows, and he told me to keep an eye on you, so I have to. Just don't be stupid, okay?
I can't be stupid.
Yeah, I know.
I can't be stupid.
Yeah, you have a degree and everything, and you're very smart and all that, but also you started yelling in the disco, and we were running around covered in powder, and that's more of a me thing. That's not a you thing, because you're the smart one, and I'm the fun one or whatever. But you weren't talking to me. You were talking to whatever. But I don't want to have to tell Conan something.
I cannot betray Louis.
What is that? What does that have to? What does that mean? What does that have to do?
So, because I cannot betray Louis, that means that I cannot betray this coterie.
VW, roll for me wits and insight.
What's in wages?
No?
Insight.
Insight. Your better skill that you have.
Yeah. Because that's not sounding like a normal sire thing. That's sounding.
Oof, that wasn't a great roll.
You can always reroll willpower.
Want to use
wanna figure it
willpower
I mean, yeah. I
to
feel
reroll 3 dice. So roll 3d10.
Roll your 3 fails.
Wow.
Thanks.
2 more successes, so that's 3 successes in total. VW, you as a Tremere, you understand the importance and power behind a blood bond. You yourself are blood bound to 3 individuals.
Yeah.
And there are times in your unlife where your thoughts are consumed by these individuals. What are they doing? Are they okay? How can I make things better for them? How can I please them? And these are kind of weird, irrational thoughts that kind of drift in and out of your headspace. And you're getting a sense that these rules probably apply to Fitzgerald and Louis.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what you get from that.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, no matter what I do, no matter how hard I want to try, I cannot betray Louis.
What, and do you want to? Do you want to try to? Because if you don't, that shouldn't be like an issue. Because like I mean, we all have to, you know, listen to our sires or whatever. But like they put us together to work together, and that.
Yes. And he loves me. And so he wants to make sure that I'm safe.
He loves you deeply.
Shut the fuck up.
Just like I presume any of your sires do.
Hard cuts to the Wolverhampton.
So, nothing I do is going to harm you or anyone in my coterie.
I'm not worried about that.
Are you sure? Because it sounds like Count doesn't trust me.
Conan doesn't trust you. I trust you. That's why I don't want to have to tell him that you're doing something that I don't really think.
Trust in my blood bond with Louis. Trust in the fact that it is nigh unbreakable.
Flashback to VW remembering that Conan was like, I can make you do things.
But that he doesn't for the most part.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. He was like, I'm a nice sire. I won't make you do things. Fitz, is oh my god, I can't even ask if he loves Louis too, because his self is gonna be like, yeah, I fucking love Louis. Oh my fucking god.
I will say, as you're kind of mulling this information over, your bodies begin to become lethargic.
We're tired, it's bedtime.
It's time to go.
Dawn is approaching. I will say that Vanessa will come down, look very confused at all of the mess. We'll kind of continue through. I will say, when you guys see Jackson pass through, Jackson looks tired, which is bizarre because the thought of a vampire being fatigued has never really crossed her mind. But regardless, he kind of like kicks over a bit of glass and says, deal with it in the morning, or deal with it in the evening before heading in.
Okay, maybe you you really don't make this easy, Fitz. I
don't think on life is supposed to be easy.
No, I don't suppose anything in life is really easy.
There are a lot of things happening that I don't understand either. I intend to find out, but I don't understand it right now, and I cannot help anybody right now.
Except Louis?
Only Louis. I'm going to bed. And I'll leave.
Okay. And you guys rest your little heads as dawn approaches. For the next night, everyone roll for me a rouse check.
We are everyone.
Yeah, the two people who are still
Oh
here.
shit! I forgot I was at 3 hunger. Oh my god.
Yep. And
300
so is Fitz too. So we got some hungry children here. By the time you guys rouse the next night, the club will already be up and running on believe this is now a Saturday. Yesterday was a Friday.
Close the club.
And
We had to do this fast.
so, for all the first night was a shaky success. You're hoping that the place will still be standing by time you guys get up. Oddly enough, Jackson doesn't look necessarily even to really be awake at this point in time. He actually insists, Fitz, when you mentioned that there's something that needs to be looked into and that you're going to meet up with a friend, Jackson will insist that he has to do his set anyway. And that you guys notice that, again, Jackson appears tired or fatigued. And Vanessa will insist on staying behind, and that she wants to look into some things on her own. You could assume that maybe it is about all of the weird stuff that she noticed walking down to go to sleep that morning.
I feel like Fitz is just like, the show must go on.
And
I mean, VW is concerned about her bestie Jackson and her bestie Vanessa, but my bestie Fitz seems to be main priority. So
well, that's because the other PC players are not here right
yeah,
now.
the PCs aren't here.
If you had a choice, you definitely would go to them first.
Their emotional Fitz's emotional trauma seems more prominent for some reason. I don't know, but
Who knows? But
I don't know. I feel very hinged.
oh, you feel hinged today? Do you feel hinged? Very hinged.
Very logical
secure?
today. Very, very clean and logical. We'll also
Sound
say that
fine.
you guys had time to like clean up and whatnot. And eventually, Fitz and
Fitz is not gonna wear his sweater vest.
go for
What are you gonna wear?
I mean, you don't need a sweater vest. It's summer.
I
It's
mean,
hot.
I was about to say it is summer, but what do you?
You'd look weird if you wore a sweater vest in July. But it won't be long as you guys kind of clean up that you will get notice that you, Mr. Winters, have someone waiting for you outside.
Yes, and I will go outside looking less dusty.
You look very, very clean, very rational right now. VW, I hope you're wearing shoes.
What are shoes?
You have to be wearing shoes inside this fucking club. Do not argue with me on this. She wears shoes from now on.
I have such a high authority in this club.
She-
No one can tell me otherwise.
She must. The narrator says you have to wear shoes.
The narrator is me.
What if the narrator just like specifically like narrates
By
it
the way, she was totally wearing shoes at this moment.
like and like you'll have like a scene where it's like VW's walking like without shoes and he's like, oh yeah, by the way, she definitely has shoes on, and it shimmers on her feet.
Kitten heels. He's just writing a fan fiction. But yeah, you guys head outside, and on the recently paved-ish street, you
Please
will.
stop following me.
I mean, you didn't. Should I mean, last time I followed, it still went to shit. So I mean, I just.
Ah, good. You brought a friend.
Okay, never mind. I don't want to be here.
You'll hear Joshua speak outside of what looks to be a modest-sized tinted window sedan that is black in color with silver trimmings. And there is a chauffeur there who's clearly not kindred, but is likely a ghoul. And he kind of gestures. He's like,
It shouldn't be too short of a ride.
Fitz will turn towards VW and say, if you come, you'll be in it.
We're a coterie. I'm already in it.
oof, good,
Get in the fucking van.
good line.
Good line.
Yeah.
Good line. Good line. Good answer. Good answer.
Good
Survey
answer.
says.
You guys get in the car, and Joshua takes a shotgun while you guys sit in the back.
Gets out a shotgun?
Takes a...
Oh boy!
I was the one that killed Jess. No, just kidding.
Oh boy!
And he will tell you both that he is going to introduce you to a thin blood. And
What the fuck is that?
is that what VW says?
No. I mean, I probably know. I've done my reading at this point. I feel like I know.
You've seen the word thin-blooded duskborn in the Book of Nod. It might not mean a whole lot to you.
Yet.
But
That's the thing.
Oh, that's the picture. That's the picture. This is the person we're gonna meet.
and that this thin blood who was
Okay, well.
embraced around what he can kind of surmise to be around 1910. His name is Jeremy Pace.
Shut the fuck up. No, it's not.
Jeremy.
Don't lie to my face.
Jeremy is what I'll say.
Jay, I don't like. What do you? I don't.
Me.
Oh, is it the I don't remember what your weasel pet
My
is
weasel.
called.
We're not talking about on Gilded Tides.
I don't know who I don't know.
And that this thin blood is
Wait,
interested.
are they in that 100 character meme?
Yes.
In a former iteration?
In a former iteration,
Okay.
yes, I believe so. And that this individual is as much interested in animals as they are into the mysticism of the world. He's an eccentric and blunt individual, but he should be able to help you with your ghost problem if you can manage to convince him. And he'll actually kind of like turn briefly to you, Fitz, and say, as much as thin bloods are a inconvenience to have amongst our kind, they do, however, present some merits. Just keep that in mind when you speak to him. But I hope you like zoos. And the car will turn off and through rather massive gates. And out of all the places that you had expected to go tonight, you didn't actually expect to be brought to the London Zoo. For all it was mostly shut down for the night, Joshua makes quick work to speak with the security personnel there to allow you in. There are some keepers who are working on the grounds, but no one seems to give you any real mind. Joshua makes a comment about how he's likely with the birds. And after a quick walk past the reptile house and the Mappin terraces, you find yourself outside of a tremendous netted structure of several polygonal shapes. Within the thin mesh, you see a number of large trees, brush, and all sorts of different birds who have already perched up and are prepared to sleep for the night. You see at one of the southern gates to be a young man of average height with golden blonde hair braided off to one side.